know? The phone is just not cutting it. I think that's what it is, the phone. So that's a third of a cup of honey. The first recipe we're doing is the ginger snap without the medical marijuana. Because I want to get the taste first, to be something that's good. And then basically when I sell these, I could have the regular version and the medicated version. So I put in over a cup of honey, over a third of a cup. So here's a third of a cup, and I think last time I used this honey, it was deceiving how thick it is. I thought it was going to be super duper sweet, but it wasn't super duper sweet. It was sweet. Oh geez, I dropped a pumpkin seed in there. That's not good. Gotta scoop that out. I ate it. Alright. Look what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put this through there like that. And then I'm going to balance it. Oh shit. So it doesn't fall in. It's going to be a slow race. Alright. And then an eighth of a cup of ginger. Wow. So this is a quarter cup. So I'll put half of this. Yeah, I think I'm just going to put the whole quarter cup. Quarter cup ginger. Wow, that's going to be very gingery. It's amazing. One ingredient, I may have just ruined the recipe after all that. Grab my spatula. I'm gonna just make sure that I get everything. Everything's got to touch the blade, so if it's stuck up on the top of the tamper here, it's not going to get down in there. I don't want any pieces of what looks to be pumpkin seeds or chunks of ginger powder that didn't find its way down in, That's why you need a Vitamix, because if you don't, only the very bottom that's on the blade is going to get blended. You need the tamper to be able to push the material down. All the way down. Down to the very bottom where the blade is. Continuously. Okay? Yummy. Peppermint tea. Okay. So this right here is the Excalibur 9 tray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not going to be able to use all 9 tonight, but we'll see how much. Maybe 1 or 2 trays, that's okay. This is our first attempt in my new kitchen. I have made ginger snaps before in my old kitchen, and they did come out good as far as I can remember, but I don't think I used pumpkin seeds. So I'm hoping that this recipe will be even crunchier and better. Like a snap, you know? Why do they call them ginger snaps? So it pops in your mouth. So first I'm going to clean off the tamper. I do that by pressing this spatula against it and then rotating the tamper so that I'm scraping the material down off the tip. Okay, let's put that in here. This as well. To the side. Okay, now I could just tell because of the, what's the word? The slipperiness. You know, how much is this mixture moving? It's spreading by itself because it's got liquid in there. It's got the sea moss and I don't want to put too much because of that. I know that there's liquid inside, so it's going to thin out as it dehydrates. And I can also see that there's pumpkin chunks in here. So it's a good thing I'm calling them ginger tracks. Because the original Dino Tracks, it comes from my recipe called Dino Scales, which is a salted and dehydrated pumpkin seed. A soaked, salted, activated, dehydrated pumpkin seed. And that was that was my first commercial recipe that I sold, and it's good. People love dino scales. You know, I can make basically anything, and that's such an easy recipe. And then so I've made other things with pumpkin seeds. Now we got let's see, Dino Tracks. Pumpkin seeds, amazing food that is high protein, and the fats is what you need for a healthy brain function. Your brain, our brain, made out of fat. And these are the fats you need for healthy brain function. You don't want to get like chicken fat in your brain. Does that make sense? But there's other fats that you might not realize that aren't brain healthy. What's one that I could think of right now? I don't know. Vegetable oil. It's really good. You have a recipe, you think you need vegetable oil? Let me help you. Send it over. I'll find a healthy alternative for that vegetable oil. What are you doing? Frying? That's easy. Palm butter. Boom. Alright. So, that might be too thin. I don't think so, because we got the sea moss in there. It'll be nice and sturdy when we take it out of the dehydrator. We'll do another one here, and I'll flip this over in the morning when I wake up. It should be done by tomorrow night. Alright, the blender doesn't have to be super clean because I'm using it again to make the wheat cookies. So, that's Gucci. Ready to rock. Make another one. Oh yeah. Yeah, I just tasted a little bit. Mmm. It is gingery. But I think it's pretty much what a ginger cookie tastes like, because I haven't had one in a long time. You know, like the commercial kind that they fucking give to kids with the sugar and the wheat. Makes them cracked out. Need ADD medication. You know what I'm talking about? I want that to stop. Boom. They're about even. Alright, so I'm gonna turn it on and me leave this right here. I'll pull this over. I'm gonna put this right here. This is what I was just saying, the palm oil. I'm basically frying. I'm basically frying weed. Because what happens when you cook something in oil? Is that frying or not? It's not deep frying, I guess. But this is the oil. Okay, now I got, let's see how much weed I got. I got 11 ounces. Not 11 ounces, 11 grams. 11 grams of weed, so I pretty much want the same amount of oil. That looks to be pretty good. I mean, I probably could just use this whole thing, but I'll save it just in case I want to fry something or cook something. Like, sometimes I'll use this oil after I make quinoa. I'll make a vegetable stir fry. I'll steam up some vegetables, you know, I'll cook quinoa, and then I'll put this palm butter on the bottom, and then I'll put the other stuff in there, and then some sauce. You know, I'll put some other some of the ribbit. What do you call it? Let me just turn this on. Oh, it's not plugged in. Okay. So I'm just gonna plug this up here. This is what is this? This is the stove. Okay. So the stove light is on. Okay, good. And then this is the dehydrator. So that should come on now. Okay, good. So that's gonna cook. What I was saying is, yeah, put this on the bottom with the quinoa and the steamed vegetables, and then put a sauce on top, or spices or something. That's how that works. Okay, we got tea. We got oil. Now the weed. What I'm gonna do with the weed is put in this Magic Bullet. Pretty much the only recipe I use with the Magic Bullet is this weed blending and making pumpkin parmesan, because it doesn't do the job of the Vitamix, and in this case that's what I want. I don't want it to do the job of the Vitamix because it will take it down to such a fine particle that it will be hard to work with, because I gotta transfer it into here. So what I got here is 11 grams. I usually get 14 grams for 100. This is 11 grams for 80, and I'll do the math to see based on the weed this is, which is called Gorilla Glue 2. I could figure out how many micrograms are going to be in each serving, and then I could put that up for sale on my website. So we got that. You know, I actually got to plug that in somewhere else, so let's come up here. it's so sticky, it gets stuck everywhere. So I gotta kind of. And this is why I didn't want to use the Vitamix, because so much would get stuck in the Vitamix, and that this has to be cooked. We got to activate the THC, decarboxylate and whatnot. That's what they say. I'm getting so much on my fingers. I should use a spatula. A weed spatula. Do they make that? This stuff is sticky. Holy. It's like glue in there. It feels like I'm peeling off glue. Oh, that's why they call it Gorilla Glue. Oh, damn, bro. Yo. Look at that. I just figured out why they call it Gorilla Glue number 2. Because this stuff is sticky. What makes it sticky? I hope it's powerful. I hope this stuff is powerful. That's what I hope. I'm just going to put my magic bullet away. There's still stuff stuck on my fingers, but what can you do? I can't see it at all. I think I got most of it in there. And I'm happy with that. Alright. While that's cooking, I can actually start on the cookie. So what I'll do is I'll wash the moss. I need a cup, right? So I'll get some pieces here. Oh, this is one big piece. I like it. I like when it's one big piece. I feel like when I clean it, I got a lot accomplished. Cleaning sea moss is like when you go to the temple and you want to be a kung fu fighter and they make you do like the most menial task. You know? I remember nobody wanted to clean sea moss at Jobs Longevity when I was training to be a chef. I'd sit in front of the sink. My back would be cramping. But I tell you, this is in so many recipes, and it's such a nutritional powerhouse. If you look at it, it looks like veins. This stuff reverses heart disease. This stuff makes you strong by giving you a powerful electrical current potential. Current potential. Alright. Oh my gosh, you give this to a kid? You got a star on your hands. I'm just going to put the sea moss back in the fridge. I'm going to bring the blender over. I'm going to put the sea moss in there. I'm going to
cover it with water.